Our gardens can be more than just patches of beauty. They can be powerful allies in the fight for a healthier planet. Sustainable gardening, a way of growing food that respects nature's cycles, offers a solution. It helps us minimize our environmental footprint and build a more sustainable future. It's about working with nature, not against it. Conventional gardening often relies on chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which can harm the environment. They pollute waterways and disrupt natural ecosystems. Sustainable gardening, on the other hand, nourishes the soil with natural compost. It invites beneficial insects to control pests, creating a harmonious ecosystem within our gardens. The benefits of sustainable gardening extend far beyond our backyards. Less reliance on chemical fertilizers means reduced greenhouse gas emissions, which contribute to climate change. By embracing sustainable practices, we actively participate in mitigating this global crisis. Each seed we sow, each weed we pull organically, contributes to a healthier planet. The journey towards sustainability begins with a shift in perspective. We need to see our gardens as miniature ecosystems, interconnected with the larger environment. This awareness allows us to make choices that benefit not only our plants but also the planet as a whole. Every step we take towards sustainable gardening is a step towards a greener future. Composting is the heart of sustainable gardening. It's a natural process that transforms kitchen scraps and yard waste into a nutrient-rich soil amendment. Compost enriches the soil, improving its structure, water retention, and overall fertility. It's like providing a gourmet feast for our plants. Creating compost is surprisingly simple. We can start a compost pile in our backyard or even use a compost bin. We combine green materials like fruit peels and grass clippings with brown materials like dry leaves and shredded paper. These materials decompose over time, creating a rich, earthy compost. Regularly turning the compost pile ensures proper aeration, speeding up the decomposition process. The end product is a dark, crumbly material teeming with beneficial microorganisms. This compost becomes a valuable resource, feeding our plants and reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. Composting is a beautiful example of closing the loop in our gardens. It's about taking what we normally discard and transforming it into something valuable. By composting, we not only reduce our waste, but also provide our plants with the best possible nutrition. It's a win-win situation for our gardens and the environment. Water is a precious resource, and in many parts of the world, it's becoming increasingly scarce. Sustainable gardening emphasizes water conservation, using this vital resource wisely and efficiently. Every drop we save contributes to a more sustainable future. One way to conserve water is by choosing the right plants for our climate. Native plants are adapted to local conditions, requiring less water than non-native species. Grouping plants with similar water needs together allows us to water more efficiently, minimizing water waste. Mulching is another effective technique for water conservation. A layer of mulch around our plants helps retain moisture in the soil, reducing evaporation. It also suppresses weeds, which compete with our plants for water and nutrients. By adopting these practices, we can significantly reduce our garden's water footprint. Implementing a rainwater harvesting system can further enhance our water conservation efforts. Collecting rainwater in barrels or cisterns allows us to utilize this natural resource for watering our gardens. It's a simple yet effective way to make the most of the rain that falls on our property. Pests are a common challenge in any garden, but instead of resorting to harmful chemical pesticides, sustainable gardening embraces natural pest control methods. These methods are safer for the environment, our families, and beneficial insects. One approach is to create a diverse garden ecosystem. Planting a variety of flowers, herbs, and vegetables attracts beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings. These insects are natural predators of common garden pests, helping to keep populations in check. Another strategy is to use physical barriers to deter pests. Row covers protect our plants from insects while still allowing sunlight and air to reach them. Copper tape around the base of plants can repel slugs and snails. These methods offer effective pest control without harming the environment. Companion planting is another powerful tool in our natural pest control arsenal. Certain plants, when grown together, can repel pests or attract beneficial insects. For example, planting basil near tomatoes can deter tomato hornworms. By understanding these plant relationships, we can create a natural defense system within our gardens. The impact of sustainable gardening extends far beyond our individual gardens. When we adopt eco-friendly practices, we contribute to a larger movement towards a more sustainable future. Our small gardens become part of a collective effort to protect and preserve our planet. By composting, we reduce the amount of organic waste sent to landfills. Landfills are major sources of methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Composting helps us mitigate climate change while also enriching our soil. It's a simple action with profound consequences. Water conservation in our gardens translates to less strain on local water resources. In regions facing water scarcity, every drop saved makes a difference. By using water wisely, we contribute to the long-term sustainability of our communities. Choosing natural pest control methods protects our ecosystems from harmful chemicals. These chemicals can contaminate waterways and harm wildlife. By adopting organic approaches, we promote biodiversity and safeguard the delicate balance of nature. Sustainable gardening offers more than just environmental benefits. It's a journey of connection, discovery, and personal growth. It allows us to reconnect with nature, understanding the intricate web of life that sustains us. As we tend to our gardens, we learn to observe the cycles of nature. We witness the transformation of seeds into seedlings, the blooming of flowers, the ripening of fruits. This connection with nature deepens our appreciation for the intricate processes that sustain life on Earth. Gardening also provides a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. There's something deeply rewarding about nurturing plants and watching them thrive. It's a tangible reminder of our ability to create and sustain life. Furthermore, gardening offers a unique opportunity for mindfulness. As we weed, water, and prune, our minds quiet down and we find ourselves present in the moment. The garden becomes a sanctuary, a place where we can escape the stresses of daily life and reconnect with ourselves. Embracing sustainable gardening is an ongoing journey of learning and experimentation. It's about constantly seeking ways to improve our practices, minimize our impact, and create a more harmonious relationship with nature. Every garden is unique, and what works in one garden may not work in another. It's important to observe, adapt, and find the practices that best suit our specific conditions. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to sustainable gardening. Resources and information are readily available to guide us on this journey. Books, websites, and local gardening communities offer valuable insights and practical tips. We can learn from experienced gardeners, share our own experiences, and support each other in our pursuit of sustainable practices. The key is to approach sustainable gardening with an open mind and a willingness to learn. By embracing this journey, we not only create thriving gardens, but also contribute to a more sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come. The future of our planet depends on our collective actions. Every individual effort, no matter how small, contributes to a larger movement towards sustainability. Our gardens can be powerful symbols of hope, demonstrating our commitment to a healthier planet. Let us transform our gardens into havens of biodiversity, where native plants thrive, beneficial insects buzz, and the soil teems with life. Let us conserve water, compost our organic waste, and embrace natural pest control methods. Let us share our knowledge and passion for sustainable gardening with others, inspiring them to join this movement. Together we can create a ripple effect, transforming our communities and ultimately our world. The time to act is now. Let us garden for the future, nurturing a greener, more sustainable world for ourselves and generations to come. Each seed we sow, each plant we tend is a step towards a brighter future.